Hey you guys, it's Elle. Welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for being here. I wanted to start out this video by saying thank you so much to all of the new Elle Squad family members that have joined us. I'm so happy to have you, and of course all of my longtime subscribers. You know how much I love you guys. So today we're going to be doing something very quick. This is Quick Tip Tuesday, and I want to show you quick way to use cream and powder eyeshadow together in a kind of a three-step process. So if you want to know more about that, hit that subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, and let's do it. All right, so you know how much I love cream eyeshadows, but I know that a lot of you guys don't know if you can wear creams and powders and maybe even eyeliner, so like how to layer them. And so I just kind of wanted to walk you through something that's a very natural, approachable eye, definitely something for my eye shape, which is a deep set kind of hooded eye, but I wanted to show you how to layer different types of products together. So I have nothing on my eyes right now. If you typically would need an eyeshadow primer, I would go ahead and do that. But if you're using a cream shadow first, for most people, not everybody, but for most people, that's going to be a good enough primer on its own. But if you want to use your eyeshadow primer, if you're used to your eyeshadows creasing, please go ahead and do that. All right, so then what I'm going to do is I'm going to be using this Tom Ford that actually comes with a duo. This is a cream on the bottom and then a powder on top, like this. I don't love the top color, but I love this color. I think I've used it on my channel a couple of times, but I don't think I've ever really layered it with eyeliner and shadow. So what we're going to do, and this is going to be a very quick, almost think of it as if you need to run out the door and you want to just give a quick eye look that's really going to give definition but give an open-eyed effect, this one's for you. All right, so I'm just going to take it on a flat brush. This is a nothing brush, but it's a flat synthetic brush. So it's not like a fluffy real haired brush, it's just a synthetic brush. And I'm going to load up my brush, if I can say brush 5 times, and I'm going to lay this on the bottom half of my lid and just kind of get it as close as I possibly can to the lash line and go right up to your crease. I've been doing some instant go sessions lately, and a lot of them has been on eye technique, especially for our eye shape or this eye shape. And the one thing that I've been noticing, I'm just pulling a brush over here. I'm going in with a clean Morphe 537 brush. So what I've been noticing is that when you have a hooded eye or where your brow bone is really predominant and pronounced, you want to go on top of that section of your eye that comes out. This is going to feel awkward to you guys because I'm sure you're not used to doing that, but pulling it on top of that brow bone, not up against your brow, but on top of the brow bone, is going to really make sure that you can see your eye makeup, okay? Because I know that a lot of you guys, it kind of, you apply eyeshadow and then it just kind of goes away because we're not bringing it up high enough. And I like to really pack on the product here. You can do the same thing if you have eyeshadow sticks, okay? Same techniques apply. I'm really gonna pack this product on, going in with my brush. Remember, this brush has nothing on it. We're just gonna pull that a little bit on top of that bone. Find your bone by pushing on your eye, and where your finger finds that bone where it kind of juts out, that's where you want to bring this kind of blending technique up to. And you can see as I'm going this way and then I'm going down like this. So kind of in an outward triangle. Now this is going to really open the eyes up, bring them apart, and make the eyes look a little bit more feline, which for most people is super flattering. All right, that's as easy as that is. And then I'm going to go in, where am I going to do? So then I'm going to go into, just take a bronzer. I'm just using this It Cosmetics palette. I like to use, you know this. So I like to use bronzers as eyeshadows because they're a little bit easier to use and they're not as pigmented generally. So I'm going to go in with this color right here, which is called Medium Contour. And I'm going to go on top of that brow bone just a little bit on a big fluffy brush. This one is by MAC. It's a 224 brush. And use this same technique where I'm going on top of the brow bone, underneath in this kind of triangle. Okay, so for me, I bring the color in just a little bit further, just for my eye shape. Okay, tap off excess. Again, go right on top of that cream product. And back and forth, windshield wiper motions on top of that brow bone and this kind of triangular effect on the outside. Just like that. I don't love to use, I mean, I will sometimes, but I don't love to use cream products on the bottom lash line. I feel like they sometimes will smear your mascara. So I'm just gonna take that bronzer and just connect the two on the outside. We do this a lot. This is gonna be one of those tips that's really going to open up the eye. And I just connect the two and then I just take my finger and gently kind of blend. And for me, I'm not going to bring it all the way in because it's going to close my eye up. So that's as easy as the eyeshadow is. And now a lot of you guys feel like you can't necessarily wear liquid eyeliner on top of this. Liquid eyeliner is not something that I super love, but in this kind of an eye look where I want the eyes to look a little bit more defined, a little bit more large, a little more feline, liquid liner is going to be your best friend on this. I'm using the L'Oreal Super Slim Liner, and I'm actually using this in brown. I'm trying to find, yeah, it's called Brown Burn. And what I'm going to start out with is I'm going to start out by, I also get some comments about tight lining for you guys. If you guys have super sensitive eyes and you still want that deep, you know, lash line, try to just do in between your lashes. So what I do is I kind of take this and I go right in between my lashes. Using a liquid liner for something like this, is going to be a good thing because it's sharp and you can kind of, and detailed, you can kind of get in there right at the base of those lashes. And then you're going to start in the middle, lay your liquid liner on its side and do little small dash movements. I'm not going to go all the way in. Okay, and then what you're going to do is you're going to follow, like just kind of draw a line like this in your eye. Kind of, I'm not touching my skin, I'm just imagining it. And I'm going to go right over this hood. So you see my creasing that I have in my eye? I'm actually going to go right over it and draw that out. All right, so then once you have that kind of laid down, you can go ahead and just kind of pull the skin ever so slightly and just smooth that out. And then you're going to connect the lines like this. All right, so your liquid liner is on, and don't freak out if, you know, your liquid liner is a little bit kind of bumpy. You can absolutely go over with a little bit of your cream shadow and a small brush and just kind of work this out and just kind of give it a soft focus effect. Just like that. Curl my lashes. I'll do the other eye in a second off camera. Curling your lashes for a very wide awake look is going to be essential. You know I love curling my lashes. If you have small lashes, if you have lashes that are just kind of non-existent, I really urge you to try working on curling your lashes so that you can really get the most effect and the most wide awake look. I know I talk about this a lot, but I've been using that grande lash and they're so long that they kind of touch up here. So I'm just taking my brush that I had with my cream shadow and just blending that away. And that's it. All right, you guys, so I just finished up the other eye. I just finished up my mascara, put it on the bottom lashes. And then all I did on this eye was I took the kind of matte and the shimmery highlighter from this palette. I love this palette. I think if you guys watched me recently, I just found this again, and now I'm kind of obsessed. I really think this is a really great quality contour and highlight palette. I'll link it below. And then just so, this is basically it. It's as simple as that. It does not take a lot of time as long as you're not talking through it. The liquid liner is probably what takes the longest, but it gives that really great eye frame. You know, the frame to the eyes that really opens them up, elongates the eyes. And I hope that this kind of makes it a little bit clearer that you absolutely can layer powders, liquid liners over cream shadows. Now you don't need to, but I know some of you guys have asked me in the past, like, can I do this? How do I do it? I get clumping, things like that. So it's really about using the type of shadow. So if you have a bronzer that you're gonna wear that day, that's gonna be your best friend. You know that I talk about this all the time, but that's gonna be your best friend in kind of blending that into your cream shadow. And then a liquid liner goes on very, very beautifully over obviously powder, but really beautifully over a cream shadow, and actually gives it more staying power. So if you have a problem with your liquid liners kind of sliding off the face, or your potted eyeliners, use them over a cream eyeshadow and it'll give them a lot more longevity. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed this. I thank you guys so much for being here, and happy Tuesday to you guys, and I will see you guys in the next one. Lots of love from me to you. Mwah. Bye, you guys.